Recently we've seen a rise in the amount of virtual pre-recorded keynote presentations and it's probably quite obvious why, because in these restrictive COVID times a lot of conferences and trade shows and seminars have gone online. So we think it provides a perfect opportunity for you to deliver perhaps the most perfect presentation you've ever delivered. So take the time to gather all the information that's necessary, and this video will give you some tips how to best go about it and deliver this perfect presentation. So first of all, our advice is to script it, but not to deliver it scripted. So the reason we do this is scripting helps gather all the information and it will enable you to become familiar with the content. It will enable you to rehearse the content, but don't over-rehearse. Now, when it comes to actually delivering it, if you really feel that you need an aid to keep you on track like I do, I actually write down bullet points and I put them on a screen, a whiteboard to the side of the camera like I have done here, although you can't see it. It just helps me keep on track. If you're used to using a teleprompter, you can put this material on the teleprompter, but in bullet point format. What we're trying to achieve here is a genuine, authentic presentation, performance, because people will relate to you as opposed to you reading it line for line, word for word, which frankly can be quite a turn-off from an audience's point of view. Okay, my next point is cutaways. So do cut away to overlay footage or B-roll of interesting things that you can represent perhaps visually. What I'm talking about here, I'll give you some examples. For instance, if you're talking about a software product that you use, you can cut away to screen recordings of that software in use. If you're a manufacturing company and you're talking about your process, your systems and processes, then take some footage, we call it B-roll, of those systems and processes and cut them into your presentation. It makes for a far more engaging experience from the audience's point of view. Standing or sitting is my next point. Well, it's up to you, and really I think you're presenting your business, your brand. So I do ask the question though of clients, would you give a physical presentation standing up or sitting down? And usually the answer is standing up. I find you just get more energy from standing up. Okay, branding components is my next point. Yes, comply with your branding. It's a great chance to get your branding out there. I'm talking about the fonts and the colours digitally, but I'm also talking about graphic design. Think about your opening titles, your chapter titles, your name tags, and your call to action at the end of the video. All these need to be designed in accordance with your brand. Now, guidelines. The conference provider will provide specific guidelines as to how long your video should be. Don't go overboard because they probably won't accept it. But also they will more than likely say to you, this is not a sales opportunity, it's not a pitch. So stick to point. But what I would say is this, and it brings me to my last point. You've made all this effort to get here in front of camera, and you know really that you would like to do a pitch. So why not just do an alternative version whilst you're here in front of camera? An alternative version or an alternative intro or ending or call to action. Make it your sales video, make it your pitch, and then repurpose that amongst all your platforms and different audiences. So I hope this video helps you get started with producing the most perfect virtual keynote pre-recorded video. Thank you for watching.